OGs, I am back with another freaking video, and y'all already know what time it is. If you read by the title, and if you've seen the title, if you've seen the thumbnail, then y'all already know what this video is about to be. And we can all just scream because this is a long overdue video, if I must say so myself, because you guys have been asking for a makeup tutorial for the longest since like maybe 2017, 2018, 2016, baby, I don't know. It's been a long time since you guys have asked for a makeup tutorial, and I'm finally giving you guys one, so I'm super excited. And I feel like now is the perfect time to give you guys a makeup tutorial because over time I learned new things, I've changed things. So right now, the makeup tutorial I'm gonna give you guys today is literally the makeup tutorial I do every single day. Every time you see my face, unless I get my makeup done professionally, then that is your girl. And that's literally what I wear every single day. Like, I don't do nothing else with my makeup. That is literally it. So this is the makeup tutorial you guys have been waiting for. So let's get onto the video.
Incoming call from Aries season.
Hello? Right? So, before I even get started, let me just say this. When I say my makeup, like my makeup, what I do for my makeup is probably the most easiest, simplest, most basic makeup glam you could ever do, and it's the easy, like it's so easy. And I say this because I don't really like to, I don't know, I feel like when you wear makeup you can't really say you don't really like, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I don't really like heavy makeup. Like I don't really like, I don't like too much on my face. And honestly, you'll be surprised, but I tell people this all the time, I really like wearing no makeup versus wearing makeup. So I really wear no makeup more than I wear makeup. But like I said, it's easy. So this is pretty much like a soft glam, natural makeup beat. And I'm about to finally give you guys my step-by-step, product by product makeup tutorial. And baby, this is probably gonna be the biggest makeup tutorial on the net because you guys have been waiting. And I know y'all is about to run it up. So first things first, my face is already clean. I've already done my skincare routine, so stay tuned for that video so y'all can see what I do for my step-by-step skincare routine. And when I'm doing my makeup, this is literally everything I do. First things first, I have all my products. I also have this mirror so that I can look at myself and I'm not looking into the lens because I can't really see this far because the camera is kind of like pushed back. But I pin up my hair, so let me go ahead and do that. So the first thing I do before I start putting on freaking makeup is moisturize my face. And this is the moisturizer I use, and it is the Pond's. And this is for dry skin, but usually I feel like my skin is combination. Like I feel like my skin is more oily than it is dry, but sometimes when I'm not wearing makeup is when my skin gets oily, or if I'm wearing makeup my skin is dry, or if I'm wearing makeup too long my skin is oily. But this is the moisturizer I use. I love it because it makes my face so soft and so smooth. So I apply this first, just all around my face. I rub it in, and sometimes I only use this moisturizer when I'm doing my makeup, and sometimes I use it like if I just wake up, wash my face, and I need a moisturizer. I'll probably 9 times out of 10 use this one too. After I moisturize my face, I use my freaking, I have to, I don't know if it's just me, but before I even put anything on my lips and when I'm starting like the whole makeup process, I have to, when I say I have to, y'all, I have to freaking use lip balm on my lips before I start my makeup. And this lip balm, let me freaking tell y'all, it's the best lip balm, lip chap, whatever you want to call it, you can ever, I mean ever. It's literally the best I've ever had. Like this one I use is the Glossier. I use the Glossier in the scent Rose, and I also have the one in Cookie Butter, and I also have the one in Mango, but Rose is probably my favorite one. And I've never ever had lip balm so soft. Like this makes my lips so soft. Like I love it. And the crazy part about it is like I came across this, my friend had it, and I just randomly used it, and I was like, oh my god, this is literally the best freaking lip balm I ever had. And the crazy part about it, you can't really find this in stores like at all. So I had to get it online, but when I went to LA recently, I ended up coming across a store. I think they have a storefront in LA. I'm not sure if it was a pop-up or if it was a storefront forever, but I ended up coming across their storefront and I bought like a whole bunch of the flavors. So I bought like a ton of the rose one and the mango one. So those two are my favorite, but rose is like my top. So y'all get this freaking lip chap, lip balm, and thank me later. So once I moisturize my lips, I moisturize my face, I brush my eyebrows out, and I literally just got my eyebrows and my lashes done, so everything is crisp and smooth for this makeup tutorial. So I brush out my lashes, and the great thing about my freaking lash extensions, which I probably have been wearing for about 2, maybe 3 years now, I don't think I'll ever go back to freaking falsies because this is just so much easier. Like, this is one last step you have to do when you're doing your makeup, and you never have to put on lashes at the end, and I feel like it's so much easier. But since I already have lashes, I jump right into my eyebrows. So the first makeup step I do is my brows. Like, I don't get into anything else but my brows first. And I use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the color dark brown. So I use dark brown on my eyebrows because honestly, I feel like my eyebrows are black. I get my eyebrows threaded, not waxed. Threaded is literally the best. It hurts so bad. But I feel like threading your eyebrows is 10 times, well, I only got my eyebrows waxed one time, and I don't know what your girl was thinking. Like, I went from getting my eyebrows threaded all the time to getting them waxed one time, which I don't know why. And then when I got them waxed, I don't know if I was sensitive to the wax or the lady just didn't know what she was doing because she snatched my skin off my brows. But never again, never went back to getting my eyebrows waxed. I only get them threaded, and I feel like that makes it more sharp and cleaner. So the thing about my brows, let me tell y'all, I don't like putting product in the front. Like, only probably a little bit, or like I do strokes, but I don't really like putting makeup in the front. So I start in the middle, kind of like, not really, it's not directly in the middle, kind of like halfway in the front. So I start there and draw out my line, but I don't start drawing the line in the front, and then I just outline. So once I start drawing the outline, I'll do the top, and I'll start about in the same spot as I did at the bottom. So once I start and I outline the top, I end up going back in the middle and just fill it in. And when it comes to the top or the front of the brow, I just do this. That's it. I wipe most of the product off, and I just brush a little bit in the front, and that is it. Like, I don't even touch the front because I like it to look more ombre-ish. So I'm about to do the next eyebrow, and then we'll go to the next step. So this is the concealer I use on my under eyes, chin, nose, and I also use this under my eyebrows. And sometimes I will end up using foundation. If I don't use my concealer, I'll use my foundation, but I am going to use my concealer. And it's crazy because I have 2 different ones, but this one is the ultra creamy and this one is just the regular kind. So I'm gonna use the ultra creamy. This is the one I use, and like I said, it's in the shade Tan Deep Sand. So that is what I use on my eyebrows. So when it comes to putting concealer under my eyes, well, when I'm outlining my eyebrows, I only do the bottom. I never do the top. So I only put the concealer on my brows under it, and I just get a little amount on the brush, and I kind of just outline it. And this is really just to clean it up. And I go right, and I just outline the whole brow. And like I said, I don't put it on the top. I know some people put it on top. I've never really put it on top because usually when I just end up putting on my foundation, it blends out well. And I don't really use a lot because a lot isn't even needed. I kind of just use it to make it super clean, and then just to go over spots I probably when I went out the line. But people always ask me how I function with freaking big lashes, and I feel like big lashes is the only way I can, just the only lashes, type of lashes I can ever work. False or extensions, like they have to be super big because I feel like I have really, really big eyes, and small, like really short, small lashes doesn't compliment my eyes. So I feel like I have to have them big. So I just blend the concealer under my eyebrows. And once you blend it out, it looks really good. And you can't even really tell you have any type of concealer on under your eyes. And boom, that is it. So next step after that, after I conceal my brows, like I said, I don't put anything on the top. I brush them out a little bit. So once my brows it's done, I go in and it's weird that I skip this step before I do my brows, but I do it after my brows. This is my primer I use. It's the one I like because it's so, when I say it's so soothing on the skin, and I feel like this is a reason why I usually don't wear makeup. It's because sometimes I hate, when I say I hate the smell of makeup, I hate it. And the only time I like wearing makeup is if my moisturizer or my primer smells good. And this one smells really good and hydrates my face so good. And I just use this primer all over my face. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, sometimes if I'm really rushing, this makeup tutorial is probably gonna be long because it's like step by step and I'm showing you all my products, but it literally only takes me about 10 minutes or less to do my makeup. And sometimes I skip primer, sometimes. So after I prime my face, I go in with my concealer, the same shade I used under my brows. And if you can see, like on the side of my cheek, I have dark marks. And that's because I rarely get pimples. And the only time I would get pimples is if I'm coming on my period. And every single time I get a pimple, it always ends up on the same spot. It's either this cheek or this cheek. And I have a habit of picking my pimples and not letting them just do what it do and just disappearing. So that's kind of like why I end up with dark marks. So like I have dark marks here and there. And so I just conceal it before I end up putting on my foundation, letting it dry a little bit. And I feel like once it dries, when I let it dry, it covers up the marks so good. And sometimes if I'm rushing to do my makeup, I would end up skipping this step. But I feel like if I really want to have nothing peeking through, no dark marks, this is the step I do first. So once that is dried up, I end up going in with my foundation. And let me tell y'all, this is literally the best foundation I've ever used. And I've probably been using this foundation for probably about maybe 4 years. Honestly, it's been a long time I've been using this foundation. And it's just Born This Way foundation. And this is a foundation that smells good. Like, it doesn't have, like, you know how some foundations can smell, I don't like it, or if I don't just like having stuff on my face all the time. But I use Born This Way foundation, and my skin tone, I use this year round. I feel like sometimes you're supposed to, like in the summertime, when you get tan or you get darker in the summer, you change your foundations, but this is literally the foundation I use all year round. Summer, winter, spring, fall. I use this one. I just want to point out how it is April 1st, which I didn't even mention, but y'all, it's April 1st, so April Fools. Y'all are finally getting y'all makeup tutorial, but I just want to point out how your girl is literally about to be 26 this year, and I'm so sad because about last month, I believe it was, I ended up getting my own insurance finally, and obviously it doesn't start now until like when you get off your parents' insurance, it doesn't roll over, or your insurance you get by yourself doesn't start till after you're 26. So mine's in April 28th, I believe, exactly. So it doesn't stop on my birthday, which is April 17th. If you don't know, it ends on April 28th. So I had to go ahead and get my own freaking insurance, which, baby, adulting is hard and adulting is expensive. Like, insurance is expensive. Like $300 a month, baby, what is you doing? So your girl finally got her own insurance, so let's all clap in the comments for D. Cause y'all already know how I always talk about this. This is literally a sad moment for me because it's been 26 years to hold on my mom's insurance, and now I'm off, and now I have to pay for my own. Oh, it's sad. It's so sad. But it's all good. But I'm about to go in and do my foundation, and I apply my foundation with a brush, but I like patting it in and blending it with freaking, like, it's weird. I like applying my foundation with a makeup brush, but I only like blending it with a beauty blender. And this foundation go a long way, so you don't need too much, but I be adding too much. So if you can tell, I kind of applied it where I did my concealer, so it covers up, And then after that, I literally just blend. Blend, 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 baby. With my beauty blender all around, under the eyes. And you're probably noticing that I skip my eyes. Like I don't wear eyeshadow. Ever since I started getting lash extensions, I just don't wear eyeshadow on my eyes because I don't like to ruin my lashes. And I don't feel like it's needed when you have such big lashes like me. You can't even really see on top of my eyeballs, so it's really no need to wear eyeshadow. So I don't wear eyeshadow, y'all. So if you're a person to wear eyeshadow, you can add your eyeshadow with this look, in my makeup look. But if you have lash extensions like me, and you know what I'm talking about, if you know, you know. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't. And so once I blend my makeup in, like once I blend my foundation, I end up going over it again with more if I feel like I want more. And I feel like this is the reason why my makeup goes fast, and it's probably because I skip lashes and I skip eyeshadow. Alrighty, so once my makeup is blend, I do my concealer again, and this is under my eyes. This is in the shade, again, Tan Deep Sand. So I go in with the shade Tan, and I only do this a little bit. Like I don't use a lot because this is really light. And I do the inner corner here, inner corner there, and I do a little side corner there, and a little side corner there. That's it. And that's with tan. So that's the only time I really use that one. That's a really light. And then that, it doesn't matter where you start to blend, but I always, for some reason, go to like my chin and my upper lip first when I blend. And when it comes to contour, I use eyeliner. So I did use my Shape Tape. I used to use the Shape Tape concealer in the shade Espresso for my concealer, but I didn't really start to like it no more. It started to look too harsh, so I just ended up doing an eyeliner pencil, just drawing it on my nose, and then I blend it out when I blend my nose. And for my sides, I use by Mario, and I love this because it has the stick and it also has the brush. And I just use this for the sides. Let's do a little. And this is the cream contour. I used to use powder, but I didn't like it. It looked too harsh, so I started using cream. And I don't really do too much when it comes to my contour. I only use a little bit, and then I just blend it in. I blend the contour in first before I end up blending my concealer, because once I blend my concealer, it'll blend out any harsh lines that the dark contour stick may have made. So once I blend that in, I blend out the rest of my concealer. And this is the reason why I end up using the tan Shape Tape as well as the regular deep one, because I feel like it brightens the under eye a little more, which I like that look. So, but that's the only reason why I use it in the front, in the back. I'll blend it on in. I feel like after my makeup tutorial is done, you all gonna be like, dear, that's it? Yes. I literally been telling y'all, like, my makeup is so easy. Comment below, what is y'all favorite part of y'all makeup? I feel like my favorite part of a makeup look is my lips. Like, that is literally my favorite part. So like, when it comes to my lips, I can't wait to get to that step because that is probably my favorite. All right, so next up is my powder, and I use two different ones. I use Fenty Beauty in the shade Honey, and I also use the Laura one as well in the shade Translucent Honey. So these are the two I use. The one I use the most will probably be the Fenty Beauty one, but I still love the Laura ones as well. So I think that's the one I'm gonna use today. So when it comes to the setting powder, I just use my beauty blender again, pat it, tap it a little bit, all on my beauty blender, and then just dab under my eyes, under my cheeks, like below where I did my contour, on my nose, my forehead, upper lip. So it's kind of, I put all my setting powder where I apply my concealer. And I like a lot of this, y'all. A lot. And when it comes to powder contour, like I said, I don't really like using the powder contour to contour my face. I only do it really after I apply my setting powder all over. So I'll go back in. Well, y'all see when I do it. But it's literally the only time I use it. Oh, baby! She finna be looking good. So, like I said, I like a lot of this. So don't judge me. I put a lot on. So once that is done, I let that sit until after I do a little of my powder contour. And this is, I had this exact one and I ended up dropping it, so I had to get a whole new one, but it's the powder contour. It is the same brand that I use for my eyebrows, Anastasia, and this is a contour palette. I go in with the one in the middle and the one that's darker. So I kind of mix both of those, dust it off, and I end up just going in. So once I do that, I'll blend out the setting powder with the side that I use my foundation. So it's still a little foundation, so when I blend it out, it blends good. And boom. So when it comes to my under eyes, my forehead, and kind of everywhere where you conceal, I like for my setting powder to be a little bright and peek through, because I like that, I don't know what you call it, powdery look. Like I like the way it makes my under eyes look. So I ended up just going in again and blending in, but this time I use the Fenty Beauty one in the shade Honey. Now just go back in and blend, 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 blend. And y'all, my favorite part is almost coming up, which is my lips. And a lot of people always ask me for my lip combo. Alrighty. So next up on my list for my makeup is under eye. So I don't use mascara. I don't even use it under my eyes. The only time I use mascara under my eyes is if I'm getting my makeup done. Again, professionally done, but when I do my makeup, I do not use mascara. I don't use it under my eyes, and obviously I don't use it on my lash extensions. But this is the under eye pen I use, and I think this is from the Sephora collection. This is what I use. And that is literally the only thing I do for under my eyes. I don't use any other color but black, like only matte, only black. And I just go under, and I like to use a lot, so I kind of go over it multiple times to give it that really, really, really dark look. Alrighty, so once I am done with my under eye pencil, I use my concealer on to just clean it up. So if anything got under or out of line, I just clean it up with this brush. So I use black under my eyes, and that is it. But for my lips, this is my favorite part. So like I said, I have to moisturize my lips, but once it's time to do my lips, I wipe it off because obviously I need it dry as possible. This is how I do my makeup step by step. So after all my base, like on my face is done, I end up going with my lips, and then after my lips, I do my setting spray, and then I do highlight, which weirdly, I don't even like wearing highlight. So I sometimes don't even be wearing highlight, but we'll get into that. So now for my lips, like I said, this is my favorite part. These are the two lip liners. This one is actually for under eyes, but honestly, I only use under eye pencils for my lips because I feel like those be like the more, what's the word for it? Like it's more pigment to me. Like I feel like it's darker, and I like dark brown lip liner. Lip liner, you can use any lip liner, y'all, or you can use any under eyeliner, but make sure it's dark brown. So I used the Duo one, and I just got this from the beauty supply store. I don't even know if they sell this one anymore, but I use this one, and I also use this one, which this is just a regular eyeliner pencil, but it's in the shade freaking Trendsetter. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I got this from Morphe, but it's in the shade Trendsetter, and it's a really, really, really dark brown. This pencil was probably about this size, probably way taller, but now look at it because I done used it up. But I sharpen it up a little bit, and all I do is just line my lips. So when y'all ask me what's my lip combo, like y'all been asking me for the longest, here it is. So I go in with that pencil, and then I end up going back over it again with my duo. So this one isn't as dark as this one, which is why I end up lining my lips with this one first, and then going back in with this one to kind of like blend it in a little bit so that make my line thicker. So once my lips are lined, I go in with the other side of the duo pencil, which, let me see, I never even really paid attention because honestly I sometimes only use the brown, so I never really paid attention what the colors was, but it's Malted Chai. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's Malted Chai. So I end up going with this side for the middle of my lips. And then after that, this is going to be the fun part. It's my lip gloss. So I use a whole bunch of lip glosses because the one I use all the time, I believe, is discontinued, and that one was from MAC. So I kind of use this all up. So I had to get a new one. But this one was my favorite. I'm pretty sure y'all can find dupes, which I show y'all or tell y'all all the ones I use. But this is the one I always use, and I'm using it up until it's don't even show pink no more. So this bottle is clear. But this is in the color Snob. So this is the one I use all the time. Also, this one, which I stole this one from my makeup artist. And this one is Morphe, and this one is in the shade Flower Crown. These two are honestly my favorite that I love. So y'all, she running low. Look at her. Y'all, I think this is discontinued. I'm not sure because I can't find it nowhere, but if it ain't, let me know. And y'all can see I done scraped, literally, I have scraped the sides of this whole freaking tube to get it all out. But before I do that, I go in first with NYX Soft Cream. Can y'all see that? I go in with this one first. After I color in my lips with the middle, I go in with this one, and this is in the color Cairo, and I just use a little. I don't use too much. It's not like I'm painting my lips with this. I literally just dab it right in the middle. So I go in with that. And then next, I'm gonna try to scrape some of this out, y'all. Like I said, this is from MAC Cosmetics in the color Snob. And when I use this one, I go all over my freaking lip, even on my liner, because it's kind of how I blend it out. And then next up, I go in with my Fenty Beauty. Again, it's just the lip gloss in the color Marvel Wife. I love this, and sometimes I will use this if I'm not wearing makeup as well, because I like my lips, like my liner to be dark. I like my outside dark and I like my inside light. And then once my lips are completed, this is what I use. It is Too Faced. It's the lip injection. I freaking love it. It's the clear one. They have other colors, I believe, but this is the only one I use, just like the clear one. And this is Too Faced Lip Injection Ultimate Lip Plumper. I just pretty much go in with this all over. And once I go in all over with the lip gloss, I go back in with my MAC again. I just go back in the middle. And by the way, the Too Faced lip injections, if you never used it before, warning, it makes your lips tingle. But I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to do because this lip injection is supposed to plump your lips up. But it makes your lips tingle, y'all. But it don't tingle the whole time. It stops after a while. But I'm just warning y'all. So my lips is done. And like I said, this is literally my favorite part of my makeup. My freaking lips. So next up, I use eyeliner, and I don't use this on my eyes. I only use this for my beauty marks. One right here and one right there. I do not skip a step, and even when I'm getting my makeup done, I tell them do not forget my beauty marks. So I just add mine because this is actually where I have beauty marks, so when I put on foundation, it covers it up. So I just kind of add them back so you can see them. And it is one right here, kind of in the corner, and then kind of one little on my cheek. And I don't make them too big. I don't like them all big because my natural ones aren't big. So add those, and then I go in with my setting spray. So this has become my favorite, but I also had another favorite which I love, but I'm out of that one. And that one is the All Nighter setting spray, and that one I freaking love. But this one I love as well. So since my All Nighter one is out of stock, I'm using this one, and this is, I believe this one is the Tilbury. And it's the Airbrush Flawless setting spray. Oh, it smells so good. That is it. After I set my face, let it dry. And sometimes if I'm wearing makeup and I'm not setting my spray, like I'm not setting my face, I'm not actually using an actual setting spray, I'll use my rose spray, but it's not a setting spray, it's just facial spray. So this is the one I use on my face. If I'm not using the setting spray, I use this rose petal spray with witch hazel it has in it. So I'll use that after I do my makeup, and I'll also use this just on a day when I'm not wearing makeup. I really love this one. But I just wanted to show y'all every single thing that I use step by step. But this is kind of like my everyday makeup, literally every single day. And if I'm taking my time to do my makeup to go somewhere, this is how I would do it. Like I would literally listen to music and take my time. But honestly, my makeup doesn't take no longer than 10 freaking minutes. Like when you get the hang of it, which obviously I do my makeup so much and I do it often. So, and I do it the same look all the time. So obviously it's easy for me to go faster. But once you get the hang of it, y'all, 10 minutes or less. And that is it. So let me do a look. Put my hair, take these out of my hair so my hair can look cute, and then come back and give y'all a look. Let's see. So that is my makeup, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed. And like I said, it's easier than you think. Like my makeup process, like how I do my makeup is so easy. Like anybody can do it. Like this is like the basics, baby. This is the basics. And that is that, and it look good. Period, poo. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow, which is April 2nd, in the next video of the April marathon, the birthday marathon, because like I said, which I don't even think I mentioned, but I think I did mention in a previous vlog, but your girl is going to be pretty much filming and uploading a video every single day of this month up until my birthday. So it's about to be lit. And your girl is about to be 26. Look at it, it looks so good. Alright you guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Let's get this video to 100,000 likes, because baby, let's tap it up for the era. You guys have been waiting, and I finally have gave it to y'all. So 100,000 likes, and I'm not settling for nothing less than it. So y'all know what to do. Run it up. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next vlog tomorrow. Bye.